Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about safety tips for the kitchen. So many women work in the kitchen, whether it's the maids working or the women of the house working. Um, so many things can happen in the kitchen. There's fire, there's electricity, there's water. So here are a few tips from my side on how you can be more cautious in the kitchen, and what are the things you can do to keep it a safe atmosphere. So when you have gas knobs in your house, make sure that all the knobs are switched off. Before you go to sleep, make sure all the gas knobs are switched off, and then go to the gas cylinder itself, and there's a little valve on the cylinder. Make sure it's switched off every night. Okay? So that's very, very important. So even if a gas knob stays active, then you know that the cylinder is off, so nothing can happen, the gas cannot leak or nothing can happen. Okay? Second, do not handle electrical knobs with wet hands. Okay, so if you want to switch in, say you're washing your hands and then you go and you're trying to switch in your mixer, grinder, whatever, toaster, don't do it with wet hands because you could get a shock. So always dry your hands when you handle electrical equipment, or when you're plugging it in or taking it out. Okay. Then spills, because you're working in kitchen, you're working with water, liquids, sometimes something spills, so make sure that you clean it up immediately. You do not want to slip on a spill and hurt yourself, right? So make sure all the spills are cleaned up immediately. Then always have a fire extinguisher near the kitchen, because anything can happen. Sometimes if something catches fire, you should know what to do. So always have an extinguisher around you so that you can safely put off the fire from a distance. Always have a first aid kit in your kitchen, because you can cut yourself, you can burn yourself in the kitchen, like little, even if you're putting a puri, sometimes the oil kind of spills on your skin, you can get burns. So for all of that, you should have a little first aid kit which is readily available, which you can reach out to any time. And what do you have in that kit? Something for burns, a burn ointment, an antibacterial cream, some band-aids, Dettol or antiseptic, gauze, and some cotton. So these are the things you should have in your first aid kit, always, and handy. You should know where it is. Another thing I would recommend is having a smoke detector and a fire alarm in your kitchen. It's very important, because if something is burning, the smoke detector tells you immediately, it goes off. So it's very important because it's like a preventative. Even before anything happens, it cautions you that there's too much smoke, or the fire alarm goes off, which is good. It's good to have that. So I would recommend that. So another thing I would suggest, put in all the emergency numbers into your phone under ICE. So whenever you tap ICE, you should get all the numbers, right? Or you can have a laminated little sheet which is put in the kitchen or hung where everybody can see it. So if there's an emergency, they can always look at that and call, and all the emergency numbers are there right in front of you, whether it's fire brigade or whether it's ambulance or what have we, have the total list there. Well, another thing I would like to say is, please keep pets and kids out of the kitchen, especially when they're younger kids. They come running in, you might be carrying something hot. That's a very bad thing to happen. Also, it's good to have ice packs in your kitchen freezer, so that if somebody falls or hurts himself, or you get a sprain in your leg, or it's great to have ice packs so that you can get rid of the swelling till you go to the doctor, of course. And make sure that you wrap the ice pack in either a tissue or like a soft towel before you put it on your foot. So these are the safety measures from my side to you. But if you can think of any more, or you have more suggestions or comments, please leave your comments. Like, subscribe and share, and press the bell icon.